how do I craft tier pieces? Because, you gave us tier, but not master looter. So even though I can technically trade tier pieces, I have to have a tier piece of equal or higher level in that slot to trade it. So, yeah, that's a thing. Hey all, it's Nim or Mimicry if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today we're going to be talking about the Creation Catalyst. It opens on the 12th of April, or the next weekly reset for all regions. So we need to find out what it does, what it costs, are there limitations, and any other miscellaneous information. Before we get started, if you enjoy this video, or you like what I do in particular, go on and hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything the YouTube channel does. Without further ado, let's get into it. So how does the Creation Catalyst work? That is apparently, article on Wowhead, everything you need to know. So the Creation Catalyst opens with the next weekly reset in every region. To celebrate its opening, we'll answer the most asked questions about the new system and what you can do with it. So pretty simple. What is it? Where is it? How to unlock it? How do I craft tier pieces? Because, you gave us tier, but not master looter. So even though I can technically trade tier pieces, I have to have a tier piece of equal or higher level in that slot to trade it. So, yeah, that's a thing. Because what if my chest is my legendary slot? Or what if my legs are my legendary slot? Well, obviously, I'm going to want to give up my legendary power in order to have a tier piece there. It's not a perfect system. I'd like to figure out why that was, but again, I'm sure that was a decision that was made above the call of the devs. Now, so what is the Creation Catalyst? The Creation Catalyst is a new system for patch 9.2. It allows you to transform Season 3 pieces of gear into set pieces for your class. Perfect. Wonderful. Right there. Wonderful. Right. So where is the Creation Catalyst? Creation Catalyst is located all the way south in Zerdrith Mortis, high up in the air within the Catalyst Gardens. You first come across the Creation Catalyst during the Chapter 4 campaign, Forging New Path, which, if you haven't done by now, please look at me. Please go do that so you can go get your double legendary belt, at least your Unity. And please. Now the Catalyst is located high up in the air. You can either fly to the Catalyst if you have access to flying in Zerdrith Mortis, or if you can't fly, you can use a small teleporter located in the middle of the pool under the Creation Catalyst building to get there. Flying again, not that difficult. I think the hardest thing was 10 random encounters. Up until I got flying, I'd get there and they'd be dead. So if you haven't gotten flying, please go get it. It'll take you, especially if you got a guild or some friends, take you 20, 30 minutes, depending on reset. Now, how do we unlock the Creation Catalyst? The Creation Catalyst is unlocked for everyone at the same time. There are no quest requisites to use it. The same goes for its teleporter. So I would say right there, probably requisite is a weird word to use. In this regard, there's no requirement, no quest requirements, but hey, grammar is grammar. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of different things. That's a minor quibble. What I really like about this is that it unlocks, bam, everybody's got it. Everybody's got access. You don't have to worry about, I didn't do this long chain, or I didn't make this one faction exalted, ergo it's not that good, or I can't open it and I got to go back and grind this out. I like that they're like, nope, it's just open now. Perfect. Wonderful. That's a good thing. It's player friendly. Do that more often. Now, how can we craft tier pieces with the Creation Catalyst? To craft tier pieces with the Creation Catalyst, you must first obtain eligible Season 3 gear in one of 5 tier slots. So head, shoulders, chest, hands, or legs. And they say eligible, not that, not all gear's eligible, but not all Season 3 gear is eligible. It just has to be the right slot, because there isn't a tier cloak. And then use the Creation Catalyst to transform this piece of gear into a tier piece. Now, depending on the piece you're upgrading with the Catalyst, they have different Cosmic Flux cost. Cosmic Flux, you can't swing a dead cat in Zerdrith Mortis without running into Cosmic. You will find it. I believe you get like 400 for doing patterns within patterns, 75 for doing quests. You get a couple, I think you get 11 or so for opening just random chests in the world and killing rares. If you spend some time in Zerdrith Mortis, you can absolutely get Cosmic Flux for the Creation Catalyst. So let's look at the cost. Cost of using the Creation Catalyst. A little bit of a typo there, but that's fine. Depending on which piece you're upgrading with Catalyst, Cosmic Flux cost We have bracers and cloaks at 600, belts and boots at 800, gloves and shoulders at 1200, chests, helms, and legs at 1500. All right, that's pretty simple. Not too bad. Now, what pieces can be converted with the Creation Catalyst? Okay, so only gear from Season 3 can be converted using the Creation Catalyst. More specifically, gear from Sepulchre of the first ones, gear from Mythic and Mythic Plus dungeons obtained during Season 3, Cosmic Gladiator gear purchasable with Sandworn relics, and gear from the World Boss Anteros. Now, how often can we use it? Creation Catalyst has limited charges. Currently generates 1 charge a week globally. Means if you create a new alt 4 weeks after the Catalyst opens, this new alt will be able to convert 4 pieces of gear right away, as long as you have enough Cosmic Flux for the conversion. What item level and stats will the Creation Catalyst have? And this is important because here's the thing, I have a pair of Mythic hands in my bag that are a tier piece that I need. But funny enough, when I got them from the vault, they weren't tier piece. So I decided to hold on to them for the Creation Catalyst. Let's see what happens. So when converting a piece of gear with the Creation Catalyst, it'll take many characteristics of the piece you're converting, but obtain some new ones. So what stays the same? Item level. All right, cool. Mythic is mythic. I'm happy. This includes PvP modifiers. If you convert a piece that is item level 272, but 285 in PvP, the converted piece will also have those properties. Upgrade path. Mythic Plus and PvP gear that are converted with the Catalyst can still be upgraded with Valor or Honor once converted, following the same rules of the original piece. Tertiary stats. So if the base item has a tertiary, the converted piece will also have a tertiary, which is really nice. While tertiary stats, so leech, avoidance, speed, they're not necessary. It is always nice. As a Paladin right now, I have, when I equip one of my legendary builds, I have 14% speed just because of the way the gear has worked out. And that's funny because I move a lot faster and it feels better to play the Paladin. What changes? Secondary stats and item appearance. Okay. Here's the thing, right? It's so hard to get the stats that you want in all of your slots. It is. And I understand for some reason it's meant to that keeps people playing treadmill. You know, as a ret Paladin, right? Haste every day. Haste. Haste and anything is basically good for me. Haste and not anything is basically like, oh, I need something with haste. And while I can understand secondary stats changing, maybe it'll change to maybe it could change from, oh, this is a crit verse piece to a haste mastery. In my case, very great. It's very great news. In some cases, they're gonna be like, oh, I lost my best stats. And that's what I want to avoid. I want to avoid the, I lost my best stats. Because you design a system. You don't have to make it be painful or punishing to players. They're using your mechanic, your system, in the game to become stronger. It doesn't have to have a negative. What if the secondary stat change was optional? Hey, do you want to change the secondary stats? Maybe it's a random roll. Okay, that's fine. Or even better, you could do the missive thing. You know, where when we craft legend. For those who don't know, craft legendaries, you pick 2 missives. I usually pick haste mastery or haste crit. And what that does is, Shadow Gas piece, you get your missives, you go to the Rune Forger, put some resources in, have a legendary power, and boop, there it is. And you get a new piece. And that new piece has the secondary stats that you picked out via the missive. So you don't run into the problem of having bad secondary stats on a piece. I don't know why you couldn't do that again, but obviously the devs there have I gotta be honest, I don't like the secondary stat change. Item appearance, and people there are transmog mounts all over them. So list of pieces transformed with the Creation Catalyst. Let's take a look here. All right, so we're in Death Knight. Let's go to the most important class right away. Paladin. Here we go. So if I want to convert a helm, I get the Luminous Chevalier's casque. Want to convert shoulders? Luminous Chevalier's epaulettes. The cloak, Luminous Chevalier's drape. I like just saying the word Chevalier. Chest is Luminous Chevalier's placard. Bracers, Luminous Chevalier's vambraces. Gloves, Luminous Chevalier's gauntlets. Look pretty nice. Belt, Luminous Chevalier's girdle. Pants, Luminous Chevalier's robes. And the boots are the Luminous Chevalier's spurs. Okay, those aren't bad. And these are the stats they're going to change into. So let's see. Haste first, not bad. Whatever. Haste first, again, not bad. But I use my cloak as a legendary slot. Chest, crit haste. Hey, I like that. I can deal with that. Bam braces. I think I used different ones. Gloves. That's the one that I'm going to be transmuting via the Creation Catalyst, and it's good to see that they're going to be haste mastery gloves. I'm happy with that. Luminous Chevalier girdle. I'm not going to use the girdle because I use the belt as one of my legendary slots. The robe. Whatever. Doesn't have haste. Wish it had haste. And then, of course, the boots, which I don't use as a tier slot, so I could probably get those if I want to. So it seems like the Creation Catalyst overall is going to be a good system. That's what I want you to take from it. I think it's going to be a good system. It will at least let people to get tier. If people have had tier, I know there are people in my guild who have not gotten their 2-piece yet. And they weren't like, oh, I just started raiding. It's like, no, they've done a couple of very high-level Mythic Pluses each week, and they've killed between 8 and 10 raid bosses every week, and no tier is dropped. Tisha, the warrior have in our guild, just a tier piece for her is just like, oh, yeah, I guess, maybe. Let's talk to me in 9.3. We'll see if we can't find you a 9.2 tier. So, feel bad for people in that situation, because in a guild, it's fine. You understand that, okay, everybody's gonna get their tier piece, but what if you happen to be living that pug life, right? Where, oh, well, you don't have your 4-piece? Yeah, decline. We'll just take somebody with 4-piece. And I understand why they do that. The 4-piece, in general, is a huge throughput increase. Anyways, guys, this was a video on the Creation Catalyst. It was pretty fun to make. While it's not a perfect system, I am glad that they're at least giving us the ability to turn pieces of gear into tier so we can progress on the raid. The Sepulchre, the first one's a fun raid. We're actually pushing through Heroic this week. I don't know how far we're going to get. I think we got to do Lahuvum next. We got the Pantheon down to 1%, and we just didn't have enough people, so they fully healed, and as you know, that's a wipe. But like I said, this was a fun video to make. Tell me what you think down below in the comments. If you agree with some of my takes, if you think that I'm, hey, Nim, you're very off, let me know, of course, and I'll do my best to respond. Now, if you like what I do, or you like this channel in specific, go on and hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything the channel does. In addition, I'm told I should push this more often, I stream on Twitch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with Friday and Sunday usually being some educational streams, but we are splicing in video games with that. Why? Because you have to have video games after your homework. And of course, Saturday being just a full-on gaming stream. And you can find all that at twitch.tv/Mimicry. If you want to have a longer conversation with me, you can always check out down below the link to my Discord, where I am active and I talk to people. If you're social media inclined, you can always follow me on Twitter at Mimicry, and that's good for memes and snappy comebacks and things like that. Finally, if you want to parse as a rank 1 viewer, there's always Patreon. Patreon.com/Mimicry. Patreon allows small creators like myself to monetize the videos and create more stuff. It also personally helps me a great deal, and if you do it, honestly, you're a wonderful person. And of course, that is at patreon.com/Mimicry. This was a fun video to make. I'll see you in the next video, and may the mount you're farming drop on the first kill.